Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Michael King. Back again with another video. So in this video, I'm going to analyzing the GBUSD for the monthly time frame. So for the monthly time frame, we're going to work our way down to the 1 hour time frame. So if you watch my previous videos, you've seen I've done multiple breakdowns on the monthly time frame. However, it's a new week, so I will just do some quick rundown of the monthly time frame, then come down to the weekly time frame, then the daily, and also the 1 hour, so that I can show you guys what to expect for this new week. So now looking at the monthly time frame, well, this is a bearish market, and as you can see, market is making series of lower high and lower low. So the fact that we're having lower high and lower low makes the monthly time frame a bearish market. But however, my area of interest is what we are having around here. That is actually my area of interest that is currently on the monthly time frame. So now looking at this carefully, what I'm anticipating for price to do is for price to come all the way down to the favor low gap. It's already close to the favor low gap, so maybe this week price might head way lower. So if price can drive low to this favor low gap, I expect this gap to push price to this favor low gap right here. So it means what I'm expecting on the monthly time frame is for price to come all the way down to this point, then price to hedge to the favor low gap right here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to mark this favor low gap so we can note this area when we go down to the lower time frames. So this is the high of the favor low gap. Preferably I'll just use the color green just for clarity. So the favor low gap for the high end is at 1.25001. that is for the favor low gap. Then likewise we also have for the low end right here. Let me just extend it a little bit. So for the low end of the favor low gap, it's currently at 1.23375. so that's where the low end is at. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do right now, remember what I'm expecting for GBS on the monthly time frame is for price to head low to the favor low gap right here, then trade high to this favor low gap. So let's quickly go to the weekly time frame to check this favor low gap right here. If there's any other things that I can take note of on this favor low gap right here. So now if you look at the weekly time frame, you realize that what we have in between these lines, that is the favor low gap, we have this other block right here. So this other block right here can also be a place for price to draw down towards. That is, we have two confluences now. The first confluence is the favor low gap on the monthly time frame. Now when we now come to the weekly time frame, realize that in between the favor low gap we also have an order block. So an order block and also a favor low gap has increased the probability of price being drawn towards that low side of price, that is price heading lower. So that being said, what we're going to do next is to move on to the daily time frame to try and figure out what to expect on the daily time frame. So now looking at the daily time frame, you realize that what we are having previously was a downward pattern, that is a downtrend. If you look carefully, you realize that price made lower low at this point here, lower high, lower low, lower high, then lower high here, lower low. Price broke this low. Now look at what happened when price broke the low. Price still continue moving, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So it means from this point right here all the way down to this point right here, we had a downtrend. But if you look carefully, you realize that as at this point right here, we had a lower high, lower low. Price went up higher than the lower high, because the foundation for trading, or the foundation for looking at the trending market, is that when you're having lower high and lower low, that is in a downtrend market, you don't expect price to go above the lower high. It's just the fact, you understand? So the fact that we had a break of structure right here simply proved that we are likely to have what we call a transition from a downtrend to an uptrend. So this transition right here led to what? An uptrend. So we are having higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high right here, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. But if you look at what happened around this region, you realize that when we had this higher high right here, we had a higher low, which led to another higher high, but price came all the way down, breaking this low. So it means automatically we have a transition from an uptrend that we are having right here towards a downtrend because of this low being violated. Because if the highs on a downtrend must not be violated, then likewise the lows on an uptrend must not be violated. So the fact that this low right here was violated, that this price broke through it, and if you look carefully, you realize that when price broke through it, we have this lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. It means right from this point right here, we had a transition once again from an uptrend to a downtrend. So it means currently on a daily time frame, which is like the time frame for the institutions, because this is the key time frame right here. Currently, we are having a downtrend. Now, if you're having a downtrend, that is price heading lower, where do you think price is trying to head towards? Right here. Price is trying to head towards this fair value gap and also this other block from the weekly time frame. That is, this area is likely to push price. So the fact that we're having a downtrend proves that there's a high probability of price heading down to this point. So it means right now we have three confluence. We have fair value gap on the monthly time frame. We have other block on the weekly time frame, and currently on the daily time frame we have a downtrend. So these three confluences have given us the bias that price is likely to what? Head lower. Now that being said, if you look currently, you realize that this is the current high, this is our lower high right here, this point right here, and this is our lower low. So it means this upward movement we are seeing right here, we don't expect price to go above this point. Let me quickly mark it so that you can take note of it. So I'll just maybe use the color black for this. So let me just use the color black for this. So it's around 1.27750. Right, perfect. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame. However, we can quickly look at the 4 hour time frame to see if there's anything we can take note of. Alright, so this is the 4 hour time frame right here, and this is the point I said we don't expect price to go higher. So it means all these movements, we don't expect price to head higher than this. So if we want to see price still head higher but not getting to this point, where do you think is a possible place for price to be drawing towards? It's pretty obvious. This last up close candle before price head lower. So this other block right here could be a possible place for you to sell. Then TP, your take profit should be based on your trading style. But if you want to come down to the 1 hour time frame, you realize that likewise we still have this area right here, this area right here. It could be a possible area to look for sell setup. That is, the price wants to keep heading higher. But for this bias that we've established right now, let me come at the 4 hour time frame so you can have a bigger view. So for this bias that we have established right now, it simply means that we do not expect price to go above this point. Price shouldn't go above this line because we're expecting price to keep trading lower. So it means we expect prices to maintain the downtrend. So if price go higher than this, it means our bias is wrong and we'll have to switch our focus and probably bring up the idea that price is likely to be aiming for this fair value gap right here, even though it hasn't gotten to this fair value gap. So now that being said, that is all for today's analysis. If you do enjoy, hit that like button, share to your friends, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.